The last train at midnight. The train station was deserted. The flickering light above cast strange shadows across the cracked tiles. No footsteps, no voices. Only the distant hum of electricity buzzing through old wires. Then, at exactly midnight, the last train rolled in. Silent, smooth, its metal body gleaming unnaturally under the dim light. Its doors opened with a hiss, revealing an empty cabin. No conductor, no passengers, nothing, but a small envelope lying on the seat closest to the door. Curious, you step inside, the doors hissing shut behind you. The envelope is addressed to you, your full name in elegant handwriting. You open it. Welcome aboard. You'll want to sit down for this journey. Suddenly the train jolts forward. Outside the windows, the scenery dissolves into a kaleidoscope of stars and stormy clouds, an impossible landscape stretching into infinity, and somehow you realize you've just left Earth entirely. The train surged through the swirling cosmos, a vessel hurtling across dimensions. You clutched the envelope, its paper warm to the touch, like it was alive. The windows flickered, showing flashes of strange worlds, cities suspended in the sky, forests with glowing trees, and oceans that shimmered like liquid glass. Then, the train slowed, gliding to a stop at a station that shouldn't exist. The platform was made of black marble, and pale lanterns floated in mid-air, casting a ghostly light. The sign above read, "Terminus Station. End of the line." The doors opened. With a soft chime, you hesitated. A figure waited on the platform, cloaked in shadows. Their eyes glowed faintly, silver and ancient. "Welcome," the figure said, their voice calm, yet filled with a weight that felt older than time itself. "You have a choice now. You can step off this train and leave everything you've known behind, or stay aboard and return to your world as if none of this ever happened. But be warned, if you leave, you'll never find your way back." The air was thick with expectation. The train hummed beneath your feet, patient but powerful, as if it too was waiting for your decision. You take a deep breath and step off the train. The figure smiles, just barely, and gestures for you to follow. As your feet touch the black marble, the train vanishes in a flash of light. "Good choice," the figure says. "Now, let's get started." Before you can ask what that means, the ground shifts beneath you. The marble floor collapses into liquid, and you're falling, fast and soundless, into a vast, endless void. You try to scream, but no sound escapes. Then you land gently on a patch of soft grass. It's warm, the scent of flowers filling the air. You blink. Somehow you're standing in your hometown. But everything is wrong. The streets are empty. Buildings stand in strange, melted shapes, leaning at impossible angles. The sky is a deep, swirling purple, and in the distance you hear music, a haunting melody that tugs at your memory, but you can't quite place it. The figure is gone, but the voice lingers in your mind. Welcome back to where it all began. Suddenly, you see yourself standing at the end of the street, watching you with a blank expression. Same clothes, same face, same eyes. They raise a hand and beckon you closer, smiling just a little too wide. "We've been waiting for you." Your heart pounds as you stare at yourself. The doppelganger's smile doesn't fade. They stand perfectly still, except for their beckoning hand. You take a step back. "No," you whisper. "This isn't real." "But it is," your other self replies in your exact voice. "More real than anything you've ever known. Don't you remember?" You don't. But something stirs at the edges of your mind. Fragments of forgotten dreams, voices in the dark, places you've never been, but feel terrifyingly familiar. Your double tilts their head. "It's time to remember. Come closer." The music grows louder, weaving through the streets like a living thing. Your feet move on their own, drawn forward. As you approach, your double extends a hand. Their touch is cold, like stone. A surge of memories floods your mind, a broken clock, a door that never should have opened, a promise you made and forgot. You opened the door once, they say, and it's still open. That's why I'm here. The sky above begins to crack, thin fractures spreading like glass. Beyond it, something vast and ancient stirs, watching with endless eyes. You were never meant to leave. Your double whispers, leaning closer. But now that you're back, you belong to it. The cracks widen. Reality itself is unraveling. The edges of the world falling away into darkness. Your double steps back, their eyes glowing, with the same silver light as the figure on the train. Say the words and you'll remember everything, or you can run, but there's nowhere left to hide. The ground trembles beneath you. The void yawns open, waiting. Do you speak the words or run? The ground shakes harder, the cracks spreading like rivers of light beneath your feet. Your double watches